to do. We start from this collar around our neck. We worked down on the shoulders. Then we put the 2 holes for the arms, and we continue working on the body of the cardigan. In a second time, we attach a new yarn to start the 2 sleeves. So I will give you all the instructions step by step for any size, but important also not only for any size, but also for any size of crochet hook and any kind of yarn you are using. Okay? So if you are ready, let's start.
Hi friends, for this project I'm gonna use this kind of yarn, 2 strands used together, this and this, 2 strands together, to be worked with a crochet hook number 6 millimeters crochet hook. So the colored yarn is this one. This is the color. And the purple is this. Foundation chain of 75. Now, in the second chain from the hook, you are going to start doing single crochet 1 in each stitch all the way around, like that. Next row, chain 1 and turn. Now into the first stitch, the same where you did your chain, I'm going to do double crochet 1, but inserting your hook into the back loop of each stitch only, like that. Show you again into the next one. I'm inserting my hook into the back loop of the stitch, and I'm doing double crochet 1. Now 3, and now you have to do an increase after each 3 double crochet in the back loop. So into the next one, I'm going to do double crochet 2 into the same back loop of the stitch, like that. Now I'm going ahead with 1 into the next one, 2 into the next one, 3 into the next one, double crochet 2 into the same back loop of the stitch, like that. Now again 3, 1, 2, 3, and now again increase. Okay, so now I think you understood what you have to do. You have to do double crochet 1 in each back loop of each stitch, but after 3 of that double crochet, you have to do every time an increase. Okay. Row number 3, chain 1 and turn, and now single crochet 1 in each stitch across the row. You don't have to do any increase. Like that. Round 4, chain 1 and turn, now into the very first stitch, but inserting my hook into the back loop only. I'm going to do double crochet 1, into the next one the same, double crochet 1, into the next one double crochet 3, into the next one double crochet 4, and now after each 4 stitches I have to increase. So into the next stitch I'm going to do double crochet 2 into the same stitch. At this round I'm working always into the back loop of each stitch, and I'm increasing after each 4 double crochet. 3, 4, and now into the next stitch increase 1 and 2 into the same stitch, like that. So from now on we always have to repeat row 1 and row 2, row 1, row 2. So now we have to do another row with single crochet and no increases at all. Then another round of double crochet into the back loop and increasing after 5 stitches, after each 5 stitches. So at each new row of double crochet, consider that you will do your increase after 1 more stitch. So next double crochet row, the increase will be after each stitches. The next will be after 6 stitches, the next after 7 stitches, and so on. Remember that you have to increase only when you are doing double crochet. You don't have to increase when you are doing your row of single crochet. Now go ahead like that till you reach the length you need for your collar. Go ahead row after row. Remember that you have to do 1 row of single crochet with no increases, 1 row of double crochet into the back loop with increases, single crochet no increase, double crochet increase, single crochet no increase, double crochet increase. You start at the first double crochet row with increase after 3 stitches, then after 4 stitches, then after 5 stitches, then after 6 stitches, and so on. The length of the foundation chain is 64 centimeters. For the size medium, I did a color of 10 rows. For each additional size, I have to do 2 more rows for each size. Okay, now we have to put our 4 stitch marker in order to divide our collar in 5 areas. 1 and 2 areas for the front, 1 areas for the back, and 2 armholes, okay, the 1 and 2 shoulders. So we have 5 areas to define. If you are using the same yarn and crochet hook size as me and my size, which is medium, I will tell you the number of stitches you have to count and where you have to put the stitch marker. But if you are using something different, and most of all if you are doing a different size, the only way for me to tell you where to put the stitch marker is this. So follow me. You wear your collar like that, okay? Then you take a stitch marker and you put it in the stitch where you think it's the one where your armhole can start, okay? Then you have to count how many stitches here, and of course you will do the same on the other side. Then stitches number 1 plus stitches number 2, you also have the number of stitches for your back. And then of course you have also the number of stitches for your shoulder. This is the only way I can suggest you in case of different sides, okay? Okay, now we are ready to put the stitch marker for the medium size. Okay. In this way, putting our 4 stitch marker, I'm defining the 5 areas, 1, 2 for the front, 3 and 4 for the shoulder, and 5 for the back. Okay? So, from the beginning, you have to skip 25 stitches for the first front. So you have to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Okay, on stitch 25 I'm putting my stitch marker, and the same on the other side, of course. Now in between we have the stitches for the shoulder, and for my size I have to skip 32 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. And into the following stitch I'm putting the stitch marker, because in this way I know that the stitches in between are the stitches to be skipped for the armhole. So on the other side you have to do exactly the same. Once you have put the 4 stitch markers and you have your 5 areas, now you start working 7 rows on 1/2. Then you work another 7 rows on the second half, and another 7 rows only on the back side. Of course, you don't have to work into the stitches for the sleeves because we will do that later. I already did 7 rows on one of the 2 halves. Now I show you how to do the 7 rows on the other side. So this is next row, you know, is the one where you have to put single crochet in each stitch across the row. So you have to turn your work from this side, insert your hook into the first stitch of the 25. You have to work, pull the yarn through the stitch, chain 1, and now from this first stitch single crochet 1 in each stitch across the row till you get the end. And then next row will be on the other side with double crochet, so the usual stitch pattern you already did for the collar. You have to work on these 25 stitches for 7 rows. At the end of this first row where you put 25 single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, and now double crochet 1 in each stitch of the next 25 stitches, inserting your hook only into the back loop. The usual stitch pattern you did till now, and you have to do totally 7 rows for the first half of front side, the second half of front side, and then another 7 rows for the back side. I did my 7 rows on the 2 front and also, you see, on the back. Now I'm ready to join the 2 front sides with the back, and so in the meantime I will create also the armhole. Okay, now I keep working here, starting from the left front side, insert your hook into the first stitch, pick up the yarn, pull it through, chain 1, and now double crochet 1 into the back loop of the stitch like you did till now, till you get the end of these 25 stitches. I did the first 25 double crochet. Now I have to join this first front side with the back side in this way, but to do that I have to do some additional stitches. So I'm going to do 12 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then continue with double crochet into the back loop on the other side of the back side like that, and in this way I'm also joining the front side with the back side, the first front side. I have then to join also the second half of the front side, but before doing that I have to work all double crochet like I'm doing right now into the back side, this way. And I'm also creating my armhole. After I did my 39 double crochet on the back side, now I did another 12 chains for the armhole and for joining the back side with the second half of the front side, and now I'm finishing my double crochet on the front side, my last 25 double crochet for this row. Okay, we have joined the two pieces of the front and the back and created the loops, the armholes 1 and 2. Okay, now we can start a new row. So from here, chain 1, turn your work, and now single crochet 1 in each stitch across the row, like that. When I am on the chain, I'm doing single crochet 1 in each chain, so another 12 single crochet because I did 12 chains. So in any chain you have to do single crochet 1. When you reach the end, you can continue, you can go on doing your single crochet all across the row till you get the end of this row. Okay, when I reach about 30 centimeters and I'm measuring from the armhole to the bottom, when I reach these 30 centimeters corresponding to about 12 inches, I stop working and I'm ready for doing the sleeves and the final refining. Okay, after you have joined and created the two armholes, you know that you have only one piece to work in. You can choose if work always as a rectangle, or if you want to give this waisted shape, you just have to do that. When you have joined the front side with the back side, you start working with a smaller crochet hook. I worked from 6 millimeter to 5 millimeters crochet hook till I reach the length of 20 centimeters. After 20 centimeters, the last 10 centimeters, I worked back with the 6 millimeters crochet hook. And so I avoided to do decreases and increases, and at the same time I was able to give this waisted line, this waisted style to my cardigan. Okay, we are ready now to start the sleeve. So this is the armhole. Now in the middle of the bottom, insert your hook, pick up the yarn, pull it through like that, and start. Pull it through, chain 1 and into the same stitch single crochet 1, go ahead doing single crochet 1 all the way around like that. So you see, I started from the bottom of the armhole. I'm working till the top of this armhole. When I reach here the collar, in this I'm inserting my hook and I'm doing 1 and 2 single crochet, and then into the next 2 stitches I'm gonna do just 1 single crochet, so 1 decrease after 2 stitches, and I go ahead like that, 1, 2, and decrease, for the part which I'm naming collar till here. So every 2 stitches, 1 and 2, in the next 2 stitches I'm gonna do 1 decrease, you see. So again, 1, 2, and now decrease, 1, 2, and now decrease, 1, 2, and now decrease, 1, 2, and now 1 and 2 in just 1 sole single crochet. The last one, I think, 1, 2, and decrease. No, I have just 1 and the last one, 1. So now I am at the end of the collar, you see. Now I can start working normally without decreasing, so that I can close my round. At the end of this round, working with 6mm crochet hook, I get 53 single crochet. If you are using different yarn and hook size, probably you have a different number of stitches, but anyway, I'll show you how you have to work when you are only on the collar. Only on the collar you have to decrease, and you have to do 1 decrease each 2 stitches. At the end of this row, slip stitch into the first single crochet to close this round like that. Second round for the sleeve, chain 1, 1 double crochet in this very first stitch, and now double crochet 1 in each single crochet of previous round. In my case, totally I get 53 double crochet. all the way around like that. Okay, we are ready now for the third round for the sleeve. Now we have to start decreasing, and we will do one decrease for each round till round number 24. It's very easy because we just have to do chain 1, chain 1, yarn over. Now I should do my first double crochet into the same stitch where I did my chain, but in this case, in order to decrease one stitch, I skip this very first stitch and insert my hook into the second one and do my double crochet. So my decrease is already done for this round. I have to do that at each round till round number 24. Okay, I finished round 24. Now you have to stop with decreasing, and you are going to continue working on the same number of stitches till you reach the length you need for your sleeve. Okay, now I'm ready for the final refining. Starting from the neck here on the back side, I'm doing one complete round of single crochet all the way around, passing through the front side, then going down to the bottom, then again up on the front side, and turning and coming back where I started. Then a second round of single crochet. When I'm going up here during the second round of single crochet, I will also create the buttonholes. After the two sleeves are complete, now I can start the final refining rounds. So with a new yarn, starting from the back of the collar, you see, this is front side, this is the collar. I start from the half on the back, insert your hook, and a new yarn. Sorry, I was not prepared for that. Insert your hook, pick up the yarn, pull it through the stitch, chain 1, and now start with single crochet 1 all the way around, starting from the neck. Then you go down to the front sides, then all around the bottom of the cardigan till you reach the starting point. So one complete round of single crochet. At the second round of single crochet, when I'm coming back on the front side, I have to do my buttonholes. So in order to do one buttonholes, you have to do chain 2, skip 1 and 2 stitches, and then again 8 single crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now again another one, chain 2, skip 1 and 2 stitches, and then again 8 stitches, 8 single crochet. So you have to divide the total number of stitches for the number of buttonholes you want to do. So for example, I had 62 stitches divided for 6 buttonholes that I want to do for my cardigan, and I know that I have more or less 10 stitches, so 8 for the single crochet and 2 chains for the whole. Okay, this is more or less what I do when I want to know exactly how many stitches I have for my buttonholes. Now I'm going to do another 2 rounds of single crochet with this other kind of wool. This is the wool I show you. And I will do 2 rounds all the way around the cardigan, and then about 4 or 5 rounds at the end of the sleeves.